Hello, good evening. Twin Minds here. Sorry, I was late. I was struggling with my tea bags. Hi, how are you? I have my brand new Vault Tech mug. Thanks to Midnight, who pointed me out to the Bones Coffee Company who was making it. So I ordered it for myself for Christmas. Duck's the one. Hi, hello. Hello, hi, welcome. So we are returning to the Alchemy factory, where previously we set up our Alchemy factory. So we are returning to said Alchemy factory. We still need to figure out a couple things. We need to figure out how to build, because apparently I can build buildings like this. Would be kind of nice. Get some of this stuff inside. Get some of these walls out of the way so I can maybe use my catapult setup. We do have this going, which is working pretty well. We got at least my shelves on either side that are getting automatically filled. It took a little bit to figure out how to even get the catapults to work, and it feels to me like they are very limited. Maybe at some point we get technology to make them less limited. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Let's check to see if we need to fill anything up. We need 3 logs. Ooh. Although, this one could definitely not continue. That's fine. It's fine. Does this actually... It doesn't consume wood nearly as much when it's not feeding something above. So that's good. Because when it was feeding the smelter above, it was just churning through wood. And I was gonna start off with a joke about getting teabagged, but I chose not to. Alright, so last time we automated all of these things, starting with our very first wood crunching into gears, and then into smaller gears, and then breaking down stone into mortars for sale, and then we set up a second one to get some of the secondary outputs because those are important, and then this one just gets me more mortars and stone, and then my planty stuff set up to make me linen rope. And then the linen rope does things. Hang on, trying to remember. Yes, so this one is the input for sage and linen. Both get ground down and schmixed up into this little doodad to make me healing potions. Ooh, we have healing potions. Here, let me take that. And then the healing potions go into here. Let's see. We need 12 of them. That'll do for now. And those mix up to make me bandages, which sell for a tidy profit. And then we were looking into the next steps. And there's kind of one major next product that we need to make, which is all the way down here, all the way down this chain into the vitality potion. But as you can see, there's a whole lot of unlocked or locked tech that I have not gotten to yet as part of that. So we need a lot of work to build up to be able to make those things, which is very different from the previous several steps where it's like, hey, unlock this thing, now go sell that thing. Now go sell that thing. Now unlock this thing. Go sell that thing. And then now it's like unlock this thing and go fuck yourself. Get to work. So we're doing the go fuck yourself. Get to work part. This piping for fluids, and all of the research now is costing a lot of money. $1,600 a pop. Granted, we have a lot of money because we did automate the register, so we can check out automatically. So we have a decent amount of money. In fact, I'm going to take some more. You can have potions for sale. Catapult! And then we need to grow some more plants because need more things. We need more things. I need about 4 more. Actually, no, let's do 4 more sage. I think I might need to adjust my ratios of sage to flax growth, but I'm not worried about it right now because we are currently attempting, at least, to work towards automating the bigger, better grow beds. So let's focus on that because this plant growth situation is kind of more obnoxious than it needs to be. It's not much different from these devices needing manually fed input, but it's different enough that I have to go buy seeds and then I have to go grow them, and then once they're grown I have to then be cognizant of their growth so that I can pick them up and put them in their appropriate inboxes. So that is several extra manual steps and plenty of time for me to forget to do it, and then my automation goes dry. So we need to solve that. I am also gonna set up 3 more iron because I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of iron income to build stuff. I could sell some nails. I have plenty. Let's sell some nails. You can be nails. You, right here, can be nails. Actually, what are you currently? You're a linen. Bandage. Linen. Bandage. I'm not ever going to sell linen, so let's switch that to nails. Because all my linen production will go into making bandages, so I'm never going to sell linen. We need you. And then we need you. And then we need you. There we go. Selling nails. Alright, how are my boxes doing? You could do a top up. You don't have anything. I don't have anything to sell. You could do a top up. Okay. So we need a top up of gears. We need a top up of gears. And then we need a top up of mortars. Now, ultimately, I think my goal for tonight will be not only to automate the new greenhousey type things, but also to figure out how to get all of my products to their final resting place from the beginning. Because I'm currently acting as a middleman. I'm currently feeding stuff over from my creation area into my selling area. And again, very manual process. So I would like to not have a very manual process. Let's take a peek at the stuff here. So we have a few things that we can work with. We've got the drawbridge conveyor, which doesn't seem like much, but I believe it would be useful for bridging larger gaps. It looks like it's about a three gap thing, but we'll maybe have to build it and test it. But for stuff like not having a whole bunch of tables next to each other, that kind of stuff. So let's... water research it? Do I need it? I don't know if I need it. Maybe we focus. So let's focus. Let's do the kiln research for now. I don't really need it, but it's on my way towards greatness. We need to focus on setting up the crucible, so we can go make the stuff needed for the basic fertilizer. So what does the crucible need to make? Stone. Nothing remarkable. Ooh. It's tiny. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. Okay. So we need another heat source. And for right now, we're just going to continue building sideways. Or should I build some in the middle? I don't know how big a space I need, so... let's review the build process here. We need this one. So we are attempting to make fertilizer. And for that we need plant ash, which means we need to burn sage, which means we need to grow more sage. And then we need quicklime powder, which is burnt and then ground stone. So we don't need that much to make fertilizer. So let's actually do that right here. Just put you right here. And then we'll put you right here and here. Actually, let's take you and put you forward a step. See if that helps. Alright, we need a table. Oh no, wood. I get wood. Table. Table. Saw. Yeah? Ah, I see. There. Simple enough. Money. Money. All of my potions are gone, as expected. Huh, I was expecting the nails to stack a little bit more, because the gears stack to the very tippy top of the box. But the nails are like, nah. You get only loose piles. Meow, hi Gila. Hi Kitty. Hi Kitty. He scooched. Stop scooching. Okay. So we don't need much here. We need input box here would work fine, and in fact, Gila, come here. Come here. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Let's see. We need... what do we need? We need... burnt sage directly. And then we need ground stone to go into the furnace. Stop squirming. Stop squirming. Docs, did you see my post today on the Game Dev channel? I'm Really fucking proud of myself and really happy. Yay! Alright, I want to look in here for a sec. Let's get this. I want... Don't do it, Gila. Don't... Ooh, cannon! Advanced catapult with no angle restrictions and longer throw distance. I want it. Screw catapults, I want to build a cannon shit into my building. Alright, so what I'm looking for does not appear to be in here. At least not in the earlier levels where I think it would be. I am looking for... Gila, no, don't do it. No, no, no. He just stretched out and reached and pushed on my T and it started sliding across my desk at me. Don't, it's hot. I am looking for some sort of method to build conveyors on top of each other so we can have a stacked conveyor setup. And I saw it. Maybe it's these. Maybe it's the lab stands. No, because the lab stands were... No. Yes? No. Maybe. 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 It is these. Okay, good. I was looking at this last time. I'm like, that's not what I want. That's too big for what I want. This is what I want. Those are fantastic. So lab stands are wonderful. They're a little bit pricey, but they're fine. Because these let me build up so that I can have stuff going under them. And then these are singular for conveyors. This is what I'm looking for. I don't think I need it for this build, but handy nonetheless. I will, however, need beamage. Probably not that much beamage. But I will need beamage nonetheless. Let's grab some more of these. And let's grab some more of these. We're going to need some. Let's grab some more of that, because we're going to need it. Probably not, again, for this build, but that's fine. So, for this build, I need a box that has the inputs on the bottom, so I can just do that. That's going to let me put the sage in and immediately have it burn out here. And then we're going to need... let's do wooden cubes. Wooden cubes, and then let's do this. That'll do, I think. So we need wooden cubes. I need more... I need more hotbar space, and I don't like the scrolling up and down to get more hotbar space. So I think I'll just put this here, and that'll do for now. Ooh, actually... Hey, Gila, what are you doing? What are you doing? Meh. That's actually perfect, so I just need wooden blocks to support it. There we go. I'm going to do something similar here. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. How big do we got? Perfect. That one. That one is how big we've got. Dippity boo. 8, I says. There. Then I probably need that. It's a little excessive, but it works. There we go. Then over on the back side, we need to do something similar. Something like that. Ooh. I burnt a whole day just thinking about what the hell I'm going to do. Fair. I've done that before. Oh, there was plenty of explosion happening. My first attempt at grabbing things made it so that as you were pointing at the box full of stuff and you hit the grab button, you would grab all of the things. Not all of them, but like a huge chunk of the stuff that was in the middle of the box. So when you pick it up, you'd end up with a swirling vortex of colliding boxes and stuff stuck to your hand. It was kind of great. And that actually feeds almost perfectly into one of my other ideas of how to move stuff later. So the swirling vortex of jank may end up happening anyway. Now, what do we got here? Bulk order. Ooh, I need the carpenter request. I need to do the carpenter request because I think the carpenter request is going to get me more stuff and things that I want. So I just need 10 linen. I can do that. So let's start here because we need healing potions. Here is flax. And then here. Oh. I didn't design this good. I didn't design this good at all. I am now seeing this. Wait. No, I did do good. I did gooded. I thought that this was two different flows for a second. One left, one right for two different items. But no, it's fine. It was just dual flow for the same item to get faster throughput. Because I need that to happen so I can have my linen. You can come out of here for now. Did I seriously get one bandage out of that? Really? I thought I had enough materials for 2 bandages. Alright, that's fine. 1 bandage. Sell it. 1. Howdy, iSucks. How you doing? That chest can hold so many Toblerones. Indeed. That wasn't really my original plan for those cubes, but now I can't unsee it. Or for those triangles. But yeah, I did a lot of progress today on the game dev. And it's all just prototyping elements. But I made a list for myself of what I would consider kind of critical elements to build so that I can at least start crafting a game. And physical item manipulation was one of those critical elements, seeing as it is one of the prime driving factors of my entire game. So I'm very happy that I got that one done. I set myself a goal to do that today, and I did it, and it's successful. It could use some refinement. For example, if you pick up an item and try to throw it manually, as soon as you let go, it doesn't retain your current momentum. It just stops exactly where you let go and drops like a rock. So I want to be able to get the math right to calculate current player mouse trajectory when letting go so that the item can retain said trajectory. Just for fun item throwing mechanics, but it's not necessary for the game build. It's just necessary for enhanced enjoyment of the game. I also need to figure out a throw mechanic, but again, not necessary. The throw mechanic should be easy, and it would rely on a very similar throw information like this. But rather than relying on the player's swing motion, the throw would just be, a click and hold and do a set amount of throw launch. So it should be easy to do. Same logic, just different method to get the throw direction and trajectory. So I want both throw methods because I personally like whipping items around and having little to no control over where I'm throwing it because of how much I'm flailing, because it's more fun to fling items that way. But click and hold throws are enjoyable and more reproducible. Hey, Gila. What's your deal? What's your deal, kitty? What's new, pussycat? Meow, wow, wow, wow. Yeah. What was my other critical path items? Let me nope, that's not the window I wanted to pull up at all. This window. Critical path. Where did I put my critical path stuff? Item carry is done. I literally just typed a Discord emoji into a non-Discord application. Why would I do that? Fuck it, I'll leave it there. First person cam is done. Granted, it's a copy-paste first person cam that's default Unity, and it's missing some elements I want and need. E to interact is my next element. But that, I think, is going to be one of those ones that needs to be set up per interaction type based on what I learned about the item carry today. So I can't just do E to interact as a general thought process. I have to do, you know, this chest. What happens when I E to interact with this chest? What happens when I E to interact with... Okay, that's a bad example because there's no interaction on that one. E to interact with the trebuchet. Catapult. No, this one is set target. That's what I want there. So I just need to be able to map out what I want all of my interactions to be. So that's going to actually be a harder task and not early step critical task. I'll just need to figure out what critical tasks I have once I start building. Spawning items to be able to create resource nodes, to be able to spawn items out of machinery that processes resources, that kind of stuff. I know the general spawning of items process. I just need to iron out how that's going to work for, say, a grinding machine. You know, how does it spawn the items? Where does it come from? How does it come in? How does it come out of the machine? That kind of stuff. Yeah, being able to throw those items, even just to practice trying to throw and hit stuff, is just an enjoyable element, and then you can make games out of it and whatnot. Like the almost ubiquitous basketball game in every frickin' physics item game ever. And then I think the last critical path item I have is how to... I was going to say how to consume items because that's how I have it written, but it's more how do I set up a trigger on a machine so that when an item lands in said trigger, the machine does something with the item. So the classic example of a top-down grinder that you drop items into and it grinds it into paste or whatever. What's the trigger for that? How does that work? I think I have a concept of how it works based on what I've learned so far. I just need to build out a prototype of it to make sure I grasp the concept. Hey, Gila, stop being a butt. My tea is not safe from you with the current butt you are being. Stop. Stop. He's being adorable, but he's being an adorable butt. Stop it, you. You are interfering with my progress and interfering with my thought processes, kitty. Okay, let's attempt to finish this. All right, so sage in the box. Sage in the box. Sage goes in the hole, much like the toad. It goes in the hole. We need some wood. Meh. So wood can grind, so we can light the fire and get these things running. Okay, so then here we need to grind. Grind? No, we need to. Oh. We need to cook stone first. Then we need to grind the stone. So this back here doesn't need to happen. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we've got the plant ash, and then now we've got the quicklime. Let's box those for throughput. Do I have a throughput box already? No, I don't think I've actually used one of those yet. Here, let's make a throughput box. Throughput box. Because so far I've only used the boxes in their original one-sided format because that's all I knew how to do until much later I learned that you could do it another way. So all those will eventually get rebuilt, I am sure. Okay, so these two are my inputs. Let's slap more stone in there. Let's slap more stone in here. You're still making me mortars, right? Yeah. You know what? I should just put 3 stone in there. I'm just gonna do it. I've been seeing it not filled, and every time I look at it not filled, I think I have to fill it. And then I have to remind myself I don't need to fill it. So now, I just need to see that it's full, and I don't have to think about it. You, however, need that. Okay, we're getting full on bars. This is good. How's all my plant stuff going? Ooh, I got my linen. Linen to mission. Linen to mission. Done. Sure. More money. Why not? No, I like my rope. You might not have my rope, although that's a lot of money. Maybe you can have my rope for that much money. How are we doing for potions? We got potions? We got potions. You can have my money, I guess. Or rather, you can have my stuff and I can have your money. Alright, you need more gears. You need more mortars. You need more nothing. You need more gears. We need 2 gears. Do I need small gears? Yeah, two bigs. 2 bigs. 2 smalls. Mortar. Mortar. You were nails, and I don't want to sell you all of my nails. You can have some of my nails. Potions. I don't have enough potion throughput to justify selling all of my potions, because I think I would rather throw them at bandages at this point just for the money. So, linen, potions, done. Hello, Trix. How you doing? Rope. I would like more rope for myself. Let's grow more things. Bippity boppity boo. Bip boppity boo. I don't even remember my numbers anymore. That many, sure. No. Yes? No. That many. There we go. No. More. Fuck, how many stone? Give me you. There we go. This one may end up scooching to the end of the line, just because it's kind of obnoxious. Kind of obnoxious to do that one off the side. Hey, bud. 1 month tricks streaking. Hooray. It's a long time to be streaking. Honor system. Give me money, take your shit, get out. I have a very robust honor system. Meow. Meow. He's like, are you mocking me? Well, yes, sir, I am. All right, so we got a quick lime coming. What's the? Oops. Frickin'. There we go. 6.7 per minute, and 20 per minute. So the plant ash cooks a lot faster than the crucible. So what I could do is I could add a second crucible. Except for I don't have a way to fill this gap. Because this, it doesn't like that. I don't have a way to fill that easily without switching out this and this with one of these. There we go. Okay. So let's do that again. Do that, do that. There we go. So that will at least help double up the stone throughput on here. It's still not much. It's still 6.7 per minute, which doubles up to 13.4 per minute, I think. Which is still not up to the 20 per minute of this, but I also don't know how many I need, so it's fine. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now we have the quicklime. The quicklime needs to get ground down, so we'll grab a grinder. I do not know if we need multiple quicklime grindings, so we'll put one there for now. And then we need, what is it, a assembler, yes. So we need an assembler, we need you. So let's just do the one for now, and then if it doesn't work, we'll figure it out. It's fine. There. Fertilizer. 15 per minute is the utilization. So we have an overage at 20 per minute of quicklime, or of plant ash, and we have an underage of 13.4 per minute of the quicklime powder. What's the speed time on this? 6.7 per minute. So we do need a double grinding setup, which is fine. Yeah, and then, yeah. In theory, we need 3 of them. And then 3 of these. But I don't have 3 of these, and I don't necessarily want to set up another furnace at the moment. So this will do just fine. Your PC's a bit broke? I don't know. I thought you had got that fixed. Is it broke again? Or am I wrong about you getting that fixed? Alright, where are we at? We need wood and wood. We need 2 iron. Wood, 2 iron. Not enough currency. Oh no. And here I thought inventory space was going to be a limiting factor. Iron, iron. Wood, 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 wood. Wood. Wood, wood. 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 Iron, iron. Stone, stone, stone. Stone, stone, stone. Yes. Shit. Alright, fine. Put you there. 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 I think I made too much sage. Not a huge problem, but a problem nonetheless. So what I probably could and or should do is, let's see, so this grinds up stone at 20 per minute. So I probably should put a stone grinder over here and make use of that, so as not to have multiple input boxes for stone, and instead do it the right way, which is the way I was originally going to do it before I thought about it. Let's do this. And then we do this again. And then we do this. And then we do stone grinder right here. And then we do this. And then we take these out. And then we do this. And then we put the stone back in the box. And then we put the stone back in the box. And then we get some fresh stones from the box. So the fresh stones can get ground up. And then that's a more sustainable process than the 2 input boxes. Yeah. Good. Good. You're doing things, and we have 58 fertilizer. Wonderful. Alright, so 58 fertilizer. Let's get you up. So, next up is to actually make the plant doodads, which we need brick for. Clay. Just clay. Brick, clay. Clay, brick. Brick, clay. This material. Clay. So we need more stuff and things. Freaking great. Alright, so what are the stuff and things we need? We need charcoal powder. And we need sand. Okay, so we need ground up stone. That's easy. And then we need charcoal powder, which is ground up charcoal, which is cooked up wood. Okay, can do that. Cooked up wood is not a problem. Let's make another one of these setups. How can I hold up? Select the target and all objects above it. Select only the objects above the target. Can't I just area select? Yes. Yes, I can. Area select. These things. It didn't even select the furnace. The thing I wanted to select. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That'll do. And then let's do that as well. Confirm. So this can go... How far away do I have the other one? Not very. Okay, that's fine. Right about... There. Okay. So some of this is a little excessive. Like we don't need that. We don't need the triple output. But let's see how long it takes to cook wood. Oh. Right. And I just need manual cooking of wood at the moment. Cooking wood. Cooking wood does 15 a minute. Okay. 15 a minute's fine. So I really only need one of these things. Alright. So let's see. Let's kill... Actually, turn you. You're my final output into clay. We'll take these items. Take out my input. Take out that. I like these little charcoal cubes. They're kind of neat. They're just kind of neat. I like them. All right, so that's been done. We need wood. We need wood. I should check on my shop stock. Doing okay. Need more gears. Need more mortar. Need more. More is the thing I need. Indeed, Blade. Indeed, it's a mini factorio and/or satisfactory. I really kind of dig the small scale. It just feels nice. All right, so that is going into making the charcoal powder. And then the other ingredient we need is the ground up stone and sand. So we basically just need one of these. I need materials is what I need. I need you. I need one of these. And let's be as efficient with space as possible because I'm friggin' running out. One of those. One of those. Yeah, shit. Haven't figured out that part yet. Let's see if it works. Need stone.
I see you.
Ah, what is this? Hammerlight, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Alright, so this, in theory, should work, even though that is a T attempting to put the stone into here. Because it should not be able to go into here, so it should be fine. Oh. I didn't even need the second grindy do. Oh, well. Alright then. That's fine. I'll just, Just, take you. No. Take you. Take you. Take you. Put you here. It still wants to do that T crossing. Oh, you can get so much more space. So the general premise of the game is you have your little shop and you buy up other parcels of land to expand your automation. So this was previously someone else's house. And then I can buy this shop behind me. And then I can buy the fruit stand. And then I can just keep clearing out the town to make up more space for automation. And then there's also vertical building that I just haven't figured out how to do yet. Because like all this building on tables that I'm doing is wholly unnecessary. You can build on the ground. Like, that's not a problem. I just like the table layout. So all of the floor space is yours to command. And then you've got tables. So if I wanted to automate under the table, I can. And then the table itself is another surface. And then from there, you also have other options for verticality as well. Like for fuck's sake, leave me alone. Like these to be able to build another layer of conveyor belts. And then there's and then there's these that give you an additional layer of double over. And I think if I really wanted to, indeed, I could slap another table here and go another layer up if I felt like it. Howdy, Hammerlight. Welcome. I'm just learning this game. This is only my second stream, but I'm digging it so far. But in theory, there is also the ability to build out your buildings and build a second floor. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Because there's this build mode. But this build mode is just for these items. I haven't figured out how to build the building pieces, but they show you that you can. If we go into this one, house renovation. Upgrading building tool at the workbench unlocks the ability to build floors and walls. Seems straightforward. And then it shows you that you can build things, which is great. I want to do this thing. When placing floors, aim at upper wall sections to create ceilings. Same applies to walls, floors, etc., etc., etc. I have the workbench. I have the upgraded building tool. I actually have the first upgraded building tool. I haven't done the second one yet because I haven't figured out how to use it. So it's possible that I just don't have all the stuff I need yet. Because this one lets me unlock. It doesn't really show me what. It doesn't really show me what all of the pieces are with stairs, walls, that kind of stuff. So maybe, just maybe, I need to just upgrade to level 2 before I have all the parts I need. Because I think right now I just have stairs, and then I have this second floor here. So I could be building up here if I wanted to, but it's barely head height. So maybe I'm just being dumb and I don't want to or need to build extra building stuff yet because I don't have the means. This is fine. We're learning. Alright, where did I last leave off? I last left off with wood going in and burning. And then... Really? It's actually going in there? Oh, well that's a problem. Okay. That's a problem indeed. So I need to figure out a different solution for this. Alright, let's get rid of this. And why wasn't that working? That was supposed to be grinding up sand. But it wasn't. Why were you not grinding up sand, sir? Actually, maybe this'll work. Yeah, that'll do. So why were you not grinding this up into sand? What's your dealio? Oh, it was. I was just being dumb. That's fair. I have 7 clay. This is good. The stone grinding is happening at 5 per minute. This can handle 60 per minute. So I definitely could do with more grinding. I did not give myself enough table space for that, so let's do that. Let's do that. So you produce 20 per minute of stone, and you consume 60 per minute of sand. So I would need 3 of these to maximize that. So fucking let's do it. You can go away. You can go in here. This can go away. So that was doing what, 5 per minute? Oh, good God. Okay, so it was doing 5 per minute. We need a lot more than that. Okay, so these are doing 20 per minute, so we need 4 grinders per. But we also don't really have good item throughput for that I know of. These are 3 wide. Okay, let's try to use these. Let's do this. Oh, no, I need ingots. This probably isn't going to do what I want it to do. I need to figure out what my throughput path is going to be, because I don't think I can easily fit 4 of those. Wide, we have 3 wide here. And these are actually only 2 by 2. I thought they were 3 by 3 because the 3 stripes, but no, they're 2 by 2. Okay. Good. No. Okay. We need a shorter uppies. We need a shorter one. I don't think we're gonna get a shorter one. I think this might be the shortest uppies we're gonna get. But we do have a thing that I haven't used yet. The conveyor lifter, which could work. Okay. Getting somewhere. Oh, I can't use, okay. Here, let's kill that. Can we double stack these? Oh, we can. Okay, that's good. That part's good. Yeah. 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 Okay. Give myself a little bit more space between the two of them. Yeah. I'll do. Okay. So that is a relatively space efficient method to get items ground down in bulk. And then we need... We need some space out here. I cannot fit another table. I don't think I made myself enough room, because this is as wide as the table itself. I would need a second table to be able to do the item output, because we need to be able to do this and then a second layer out. Let's see. That is a solid maybe. I think the only problem with the lifter is that it is a 90-degree lift. And I don't seem to have a way to change that. Okay. So if we did this method, I really just need a single line here. Actually, do we have information on how fast the conveyor belts move items currently? I thought we had that somewhere. I thought somewhere it listed the throughput of the conveyor belts, because I might need 3 separate lines feeding this doodad to get 60 per minute in there. But also, conveyor belts. I know we can do plus 15 per minute. So maybe we just fucking do it. Just do it. Meh. Just do it. Now we have faster conveyor belts. Gila. Stop. So, I think just based on my limited space, I would probably be better off doing this method. So we start with here. Something like that, I think. Oops, I was off by one. I was off by one for both of them. Alright, cool. Ba, ba, ba. Oops. And then let's just, can we blueprint this and then place it over so, confirm. Ah, okay, so it does work. Good. Let's try that again. Confirm. Do it. Alright, and then we need, it's fine. Blocks is fine. Blocks is fine. And then you go this way, and you go this way, and you go this way, and you go this way. Son of a... Alright, fine, we'll go this way. Alright, so the only part that I'm missing is getting the top conveyors down to the mix. Which might need to be... Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Little bit excessive building, but that's okay. And then we need a number 3. Oops, you. And then we need a number... Doop. There we go. Look at that. It does appear to be that is too much throughput. Well, it's too much throughput for the backup. So if all the belts are full, it was too much. But let's see how it flows with the grindiness. Okay, that's good. I think it's good. All right, so you're producing 30 per minute. And actually, let's do some top up. Do any more money? My pockets is empty of money. We need 2 wood for you and for you. Did I not buy 2 wood? Ah, the stone input problem. Right. And then we need 3 wood there, 3 wood there, iron, wood, iron. I don't have space for all the shit. Here, let's give you some more sage. Give you some more flax. I need to grow more flax. We're getting there. I still have plenty of sage in my pocket, which could probably do with some burning. We need, like, a lot of stone. We need a lot of freaking stone. Okay. I think we're topped up. It's all running. I think we're good. I think it's happening. So, this we have enough fertilizer. We have maxed out fertilizer, at least for the moment. We have some potions. We have a tiny fraction of linen. I know that you can automate the loading of rocks, so if I built a box like this with 16 spaces and a catapult, you can catapult into the machines to launch and fill them. But I don't know yet of a way to get the rocks from the store to fill this, to fully automate it. So I can automate it to the point of lessening my time back and forth between the shop, but I don't know the full automation method yet. It could be the purchasing portal. Purchasing portal, I think, might be the option to, input the required money to acquire the corresponding items. So I do believe that we would use the portal to portal in the materials I want. I think that might be a later thing once I figure out how I want to rebuild, if anything. Because there's a lot of stuff I have learned since building these initial these initial devices that I think would be good to redo. Yeah, a delivery guy I think would be cool, but they went with magical portal. Okay, how's my throughput? My throughput's empty. Okay, I can't go through the window. And we'll take you. And we'll dump you. My big gears are done. My big gears are this one. My little gears are probably close to empty. Oh, no, they're not too bad. But definitely need some. You are not happening. You are not happening. Which one are you hooked up to? You're hooked up to that one. Right, that was my nails. Okay, let's do some nails. Screw it, we got some nails to sell. Potions are definitely my bane right now. As an alchemist, that pains me to say it, because the actual crafting and throughput of potions is awful. So, what we've got is a requirement of 60 per minute of sage powder. And we are grinding 20 per minute. So, I think the throughput on this is fine now. It was previously not nearly fast enough to meet this need. So I think in terms of throughput for single machine, we have it. This is good. In fact, I'm gonna sell 100 friggin' potions. And then the rest of the potions will go towards making bandages. We need more flax. Last time I grew way too much sage and not enough flax. And now, I need flax. Let's build up a whole bunch of flax. All of it. I don't even... Never mind. I have no money. I don't even know how much space I have for growing, because I have grown it so organically. I don't even have a good count. Let's do that. Let's count. I did remove the extra one in the line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. A great round number. Perfect. Blade. 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 I doubt you've noticed, but I wanted to call to your attention. I have renewed the game dev journey. And I have my game dev channel up and running, and I have been posting all of my updates of my progress. And I'm very proud of what I've accomplished in the last week and a half. I have figured out all sorts of things and I have a very robust game design building in my head as we speak. And I have been fleshing out all the mechanics in my head and notes. And then as I flesh out the mechanics of what I want to do, I have been prototyping in Unity to build those things. And I'm very happy, and I'm very proud with how much I've managed to accomplish. Sample request. In order to find a stable long-term supplier of alchemy materials, the Trade Guild is gathering supplies from various alchemy shops. I need to submit 50 friggin' bandages. But they gave me a friggin' portal. That's cool. We'll pin you. Carpenter request wants pulleys. I don't even... It's fine. I guess I'll learn pulleys now. I hadn't done it because I didn't want to set up more. I didn't want to set up more automation for that. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. You are done. Can I? I cannot sell charcoal. Okay. That's good. Good to know. But yeah, I figured I'd call that to your attention because I know we both have put various amounts of effort into game dev over the years. Yeah, I actually forgot about CodeMonkey until today, and CodeMonkey is actually the one that got me to the latest video of being able to pick up and move physical items. His code was very clear and concise and helped me with that. Because I could always just grab code snippets, sure, but I liked his video of actually explaining each step of the way and how it functions, and even some, you know, debug methods to make sure that you're on the right path as you develop. And I think that was very helpful for me because I can figure out raw code eventually if I stare at it long enough, but it's helpful that, you know, as we add each bit in there, each bit is well explained as to what it's accomplishing and why it's there. So CodeMonkey is going on the list of regular watches. Did you know about Brackies? Brackies left YouTube for 2 to 3 years. And coincidentally enough, he just came back within the last month or two and revived his channel. But he's coming back with Godot. So unfortunately, only his older material is going to be a good resource for me. But I get his decision. I get it. I debated on Godot, but I felt like it didn't have enough saturation in the market to really work for me. And I know we've had the discussion before about which engine to choose and for what purposes and whatnot. And I feel like Unity has finally come into its own to be fully comparable to Unreal. Yeah, his coming back videos, I just briefly looked at it. And I don't think he's explicitly stated that he's doing just Godot, but all of his recent videos since he came back has been focused on Godot, so it's pretty obvious where he ended up going with that. Alright, so we're coming along. This box, it's a little bit tucked away, but we now have clay. We have 200 clay. That's great. We also have the fertilizer, which I'll grab in a minute. But that then means that we can build the nursery. Automated production of stuff and things. Now, this, which is my fertilizer, should probably be a throughput box. Let's see. Oops. Throughput box. Throughput box. Throughput box. Throughput box. Throughput. Green. Fertilizer. Good. Okay. The dots system. I'm not even familiar with the dots system. I might have to look into that. I've just been learning through, primarily I've been learning through Unity's own essential tutorials and kind of getting the basics from there. Mostly navigating Unity, figuring out how to build with Unity, and then some basic C# stuff. Haven't gone too deep into C#, but I've definitely been doing some of it. There we go. Fertilizer. Fertilizer go down the hole. Looks a little awkward, but it works. Okay, so these are going to grow in 10 seconds. And then we'll reorient some of these to use the new method. Alright. You can be flax. You can be flax. You can be flax. All of the flax. Oops, this direction. There we go. Alright, let's take up these. Yeah, I'll have to look into dots. Let me make a note for that. But yeah, my game design doc right now is 20 individual themed pages, so not like 20 pages, but 20 note pages. Oh, did that one not get used? We'll figure that out. And then some of the pages are in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 pages long each, just of various game design notes. Hey, hey. Oh. That does sound handy and performant. That does sound very handy and performant indeed. I will definitely add that to my to figure out how the hell to-do list. Okay, stuff's happening. Stuff's doing. Fertilizer, clay, etc. Okay. So, here. We're going to start with 2 of them. I have no idea what the throughput's going to look like. Start with 2 of them, and it will just be bippity boppity boo. Fertilizer. Current seed. None. Choose seeds. Okay, so let's go get us a seed of each. I'm assuming we still need to input seeds. I am assuming. Does that include some basic methods like rigid body or mesh colliders, stuff like that? Because I know that in a physics object-based game like what I'm planning on, it does very much need to be physics bodies and mesh colliders and rigid bodies on each object. But if dots can handle that, and you've got 1,000 identical cubes, each needing a physics rigid body, and dots can handle the calculations of that more effectively than each cube having its own rigid body, that'd be great. Or if it's the collision, okay, I will look into that, because that would be kind of a critical improvement for my stuff, especially when dealing with even several dozen, if not hundreds, of physical objects in the world. Any way to improve the performance of that would be much appreciated. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do 3 fertilizer in each, and just see how they do. I'm just curious how they do the do. Ah, I see. Okay, here, let's do this. Does it not consume seeds? I think it's just a permanent on now. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's delightful. Marvelous, even. Now I just need a stupid amount of fertilizer production. Okay, so let's kill this. It's fine. Kill all of this. Cut. Perfect. Okay. All of this can go too. So blueprints, area select, cut. Wonderful. But yeah, even if that doesn't apply to meshes and rigid bodies, like even at that base level, if each of those objects has methods to do stuff, 1,000 physically calculated items, each having methods to watch for interaction or to do whatever, having that filtered down to handle through a unified dots method sounds marvelous. I'm glad you brought that up. I haven't heard of it. No one's mentioned it in any of my dev browsings so far. I'm wondering why it's not getting into my view space. I'm not sure it's not getting advertised or whatever, but it's not making it to my learning path currently. Alright. So, we need to change the inputs. So let's do this. Let's do an input for each thing. I should probably be doing this on table space, shouldn't I? I should be doing this on table space. Yeah, let's do it on table space. Tables. Tables. Perfect. Tables. And then this will end up getting shuffled over to table space. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got for prices on these things? So this is the 5 width bar, and then it goes to a lot, and then a lot more. Up to 18 ingots needed, which isn't too bad considering the 5 is 5 ingots, so 1 ingot per space. This one looks to be 10 ingots and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's a 10 length. And then this one is double that at 20 length and only 18 ingots. So it's actually very efficient. Very efficient. So let's just do that. We need. Da, 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 da. Do. Yeah. Okay. And then what's the length on this thing? Where's this go to? This goes to. I think it's here. And then I need some ingots. I need to find where I put my ingots. There we are. Oh, that's not iron ingots. What is that? Hang on. Shit, I can't even look to see what it's going to cost to build it because it's an alternate form of this beam. But it's definitely not my iron ingots. Iron. It looks like it's probably steel, is my guess. Based on the probable material type that it is. Alright, so let's just do this. Yeah. But, okay. Yeah. This is fine. Alright. Nope. Alright. And actually, let's do one more. Oops. Okay. And then this will be the conveyor for the fertilizer, which we need a different box for. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Fertilizer. 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 Thanks, Blade. I will absolutely look at that probably tomorrow when I should be working. Okay. So. Box. 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 Son of a bitch. Box. 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 Already fine. How are you doing? 32. Okay. We need 50 for the mission. So we're doing it. Okay. So you can go there. You can go there. You can go there. You can go there. And there. 2 flex? 2 flex. Lots of flex. All of the flex. Alright, so we need sage, flax, 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 flax. So 1 sage and 4 flax. We can do that. I might double up the sage to get more throughput on the potions. That would have to go here, though. So I would need another one of these here for the sage and change up the box method. Yeah, I need to change up the box method. Okay. 60 per minute. I think I might need more table space for this one, or go vertical. Because these are... Okay, well then that's not helpful. I don't know how much these are doing. But this needs 60 per minute. Well, I guess I don't know how fast we're producing. Here, let's go... Sage. Fertilizer. 20 per minute. Okay. We're not going to hit the 60 per minute requirement here. Unless we do 3 sages. And how much does flax do? 30 per minute. So we need 3 sages and 2 flax to have enough to maximize throughput of my potions. I mean, it's doable. Okay. This box needs to change up because these all need to output into there. I'm not hooking up the fertilizer yet because I don't want them cooking while I'm thinking. And then these two need to go over to here. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do an intermediate box, and maybe that's fine. What other box forms do we have? We have this form, which is okay. Yeah, I guess we could do the intermediate path here. That'll be fine. And then you are going to be elsewhere, so you can go here. Nope. Okay, so that's 60 throughput, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so these can grind up at 20 per minute. That's fine. Box flax. Box sage. Good. Okay. So, in theory, this should now be getting us just a stupid amount of materials. I have absolutely no idea if my fertilizer output is fast enough for all this, because I didn't pay attention to that. Fertilizer usage is 12 seconds per usage. So numbers. Fucking numbers. Always with the numbers. Alright, you are producing 15 per minute. This is using 5 per minute. So I'm pretty sure that we're pretty much full up. Pretty sure we're just full up on usage. It's fine. We'll figure it Okay, so that's that. Now you... 20 to 10 per minute, 20 minutes. So we need 60 per minute in on this. So we need 2 more of these for this. And then that can go... This is my input box. I'm out of wood. I need wood. I also probably need to restock my shop, because I've been ignoring that for a while. Actually, just in time. I just ran out of these mortar and pestle in the box, like this moment. You're good, you're good. Potions could be a thing. How are my bandages doing? Can I submit that yet? I can! Hooray! What? Hold up. 50 bandages. For some reason, I had it in my head that it was 50 linen. But I can do this. I got some extra. Let's grab you. Grab some of you. Random quest. Submitted. Bulk order. Too many things. Random request. 30 healing potions. I could do 30 healing potions. I probably have 30 healing potions. Healing potions. Healing potions. Perfect. Yo, take it. Sample request. So we still need the 50 bandages. So all of the linen that I grabbed needs to go over into the bandage production device. Although I did just submit a bunch of them, but that's fine. And then this can go into there. We got 13 bandages so far. So we need more linen coming through. That's my rope. Where did my linen go? My linen. My linen. My linen. My linen. My linen. This is my linen. Alright. I think we need more table. So currently we need 120 per minute of the linen thread. But oh, that's volume. Oh no. 120 per minute of linen thread. Each one of these machines is producing 20 per minute. So we need 6 of these machines running if we want a full throughput. And then, on top of that, that means we need 18... no, cut that in half. We need 9 flax growers to make enough. Okay, we're not going to do that. We'll do 3. Here, let's kill these. We'll do 3. It's fine. I am out of flax seeds. I need 2 more flax seeds. I can clearly see that my my fertilizer production is not quite up to snuff, because none of my fertilizer is making it past here. So we're going to need to ramp that up at some point. Speaking of ramping that up, it needs to be turned back on. I'm a wood. I ran out of wood. You're good. Wood. Alright, stone-wise, we need 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, and 11 stone. I have pocket space for 10 stone. 11 stone. I didn't count correctly. I am 1 stone short. Okay. So, the first and most important thing that is coming through is my healing potions. That is currently producing at full tilt. And because I'm using splitters, it's not like these are 100% stealing all of the incoming fertilizer, but they are stealing a lot of it. So this one is split in 50-50, this one's split in 50-50, etc. So by the time we get down to here, something like, I don't know, like 0.25% of the fertilizer is going to make it down here. So we do need a another fertilizer production. So we could do that. Let's do that. Blueprint. You. Area select. You. Yeah. Confirm. All of it. Over here. I am missing small gears. Save as blueprint. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I need small gears. Okay, let's just take it all. Take it all. Fill the shop with what we can. I don't really have... it'll do. It'll do. Blueprints. Blueprint. Yeah, that'll do. You. Right there. You. Right there. And then we also need... Here, let's take a blueprint of this. 'Cause I have not been taking blueprints. I have not been doing it at all. We'll take a blueprint of that. No, I don't want that. Let's take a blueprint of this one. Because it's a straight shot. And we'll take that blueprint and we'll save it. see. I see. Alright. Fine. Alright, so what I'll do is I will cut off here. I'll convert that direction. You. And you. Split that way. We can have a rough, even split between these 6 doobid bobs flax things. There we go. And then we need 3 stone, and we need 3 wood. I'm out of money. I have more money. Somehow more money made it into my pocket. I had literally $10 left on me, and then I suddenly had more than $10. Oh, it must have converted the silver coin. That would make sense. Okay. Fertilizer. Dibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Doobidi-bobbidi-boo. And then you need to be flax. That is the one part I did not plan for. Sorry, not flax. Sage. I did not plan for the sage input into these machines. Okay. How much sage does this use? 20 per minute? So 1 sage plant would work? Okay. It would also need to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. The sage would need to be grown locally on site and then fed into the machine. Well, we're gonna need a 2.0. We're gonna need a 2.0 of the sage production device. For now, we'll grow some on hand, yes. Because quite frankly, it's not burning through it nearly as quick as I thought it would. So fertilizer, sage. Better to put it here so I can remember that it needs to go here. Sage. Okay. For now, we'll split you in half so the other one can have some as well. So it can start making fertilizer. Time to invoke the main bus approach. Indeed. It might be time, because definitely, and the reason I haven't been thinking of the main bus approach is because the actual throughput speed is so low. Like this is after upgrading my belts to go faster. So it's so slow that by the time I main bust everything, the actual number of throughput of items would end up being so drastically low that nothing would get produced at a reasonable speed. So I've been going with the small standalone build approach to ensure that each material that I need is being produced at least a decent pace without contingency and dependency upon other builds. So maybe main bus, but I think that might need to be a little bit later as I get a better handle on the requirements of things and the throughput numbers. Because, I mean, the throughput numbers are insane. Like, this is producing stone at 20 per minute. This is using stone at 15 per minute. So, if I went with a throughput bus, I would need to have all of these dozen or so stone crushers producing materials at the beginning of the bus. And then I would need to find a way to feed all of those materials to where they need to go at the rate of stupid tiny amounts on these conveyor belts. So it doesn't feel like a main bus is viable here, and I'm not even sure they designed it for main bus. Like, Factorial's main bus, and even Satisfactory, the number of items your initial machines are producing is significantly higher than your consumption rate, to the point where a main bus approach works. Because you can have a main line that gets tapped off of repeatedly and still doesn't run dry. Whereas this, it's just like every consumption taps the line dry. So there's no real viable way to make sure that it's not being tapped dry with each consumption device. Now, if they give me better methods, like they did with the plants, if they give me better methods to input the initial materials, then I think main bus may be more viable. But even then, this is producing at 20 per minute, which is a relatively low number, and not even comparable to what I need for the total input. Ooh, hey. I got potions to sell. Let's sell some potions. Actually, let's make sure my potion production over here is not happening. Never mind. Okay. Sure. Never mind. Potions. Potions. So, over here, we are indeed producing, and I forgot to connect the damn things. That's why I'm not producing. I need to be producing. All these are connected, all that's connected. That's good. Indeed, he wishes for attention. Hi. How are you? And the other one's just behind me yelling at me. Okay. Let's see how my money's doing. My money's doing fine. I'll take some. Money's doing fine. Products are doing fine. I do need to top that up already. Grab you. You know what? Let's sell more mortars. Fuck it. Why not? Not nearly enough mortar space. Nails are running low. Could use more gears of both sizes. I don't want those to run out, so let's grab a few. Okay. Doing good. So all of that, all of the last 2 hours has been for the purpose of automating the fertilizer and the clay. So that we can make the nurseries. That's what I keep trying to call them, greenhouses, but they're nurseries, so that we can have automated plant input to speed up and solidify my production of potions and rope and linen so that we can make more bandages. I feel like this is rough. Like, this right here is rough. The 10-to-1 requirement for linen thread to linen. So this literally needs to be like 3 times as big. Why are you gray? They must be gray when they don't have fertilizer in them. Makes sense. Okay. So this is producing 90 per minute. Well, it's occasionally producing 90 per minute. It's definitely running dry enough because the fertilizer isn't coming through fast enough. So it's, let's give it a solid 60 per minute. And then that means that only one of these processors is actually working to produce 20 linen thread per minute. So we are at a 1/6 of the possible speed. And that's if this is even producing 60 per minute. But if it were running at 90 per minute, then we would be running 1.5 of these machines. So we really only need one more to max out 2 of these processors. But 2 of these processors is only handling a third of the requirement. So I would need 6 total processors and 12 total nurseries making flax to be able to handle the full throughput required for all of the linen. And that still is only producing 12 per minute. Them some crazy numbers. Them some serious crazy numbers. Because that means that currently we are not producing 12 per minute. We are producing approximately 1 to 2 per minute. Just based on the amount of materials that are finally making it through the system. Cool. Cool. That is a sobering realization right there. for how much material needs to go through there. A bunch of nails. Do I have a bunch of nails? Do I have 270 nails? I do not have 270 nails. I also don't actually have my iron running, so let's turn on my iron again. Fuck's sake. Not enough currency. Okay. It looks like this isn't actually chewing up all that much. It's only chewing up 20 per minute of the flax, so 1 of these per every once in a while is just fine. I could potentially do like a single nursery. No, it's actually 1 full nursery per, because it's producing 20 per minute and it's consuming 20 per minute. So one proper nursery per one of these setups would be good. So when I do eventually rebuild and include a nursery into the setup and then have it feed fertilizer back into itself, I will have to take that into account. Just out of curiosity, can I in theory, I can. I was just thinking if I could like consolidate and slap the nursery on top of these. Yeah, I think it would be doable, but I think it would look silly. Gila. He's yelling at me because he wants something, and I don't know what he wants. Alright, 3 wood, bunch of stone. 3 wood, bunch of stone. Let's grab a bunch of stone. Bunch of stone. Wasn't enough wood. 1 wood, 2 wood, 4 stone. That one ran out as soon as I got to it. I didn't buy enough for it. Okay, that's fine. You. One more wood. So yeah, at some point, I should have the automated method to intake wood and stone with the portal. And that would be a very viable throughput bus, for sure. So we would need to have like an in and an out design on each of these machines. Like right now, I have no consideration for input-output on the initial starting devices. Like that's its input right there, and I built all the way around it. Same with this one. I mean, this one has an input spot, and it's not fully blocked, but most of them are blocked. So I would, when I do a redesign and do proper blueprints, I would need to consider where my inputs are, where my output is, because the output is going to need to make its way somewhere into the shop so it can make it to the tables, at least for the shoppable items. Here, let's get rid of a couple extra items in my pocket that I'm never going to use. There we go. Okay. You can go for sale. Because that's my primary moneymaker right now. I could be selling some rope now. I have excess rope to sell. So let's do that. You were my linen bandage seller, but I'm probably not going to use that. So let's do that, 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 that. Perfect. Now that we have automated rope building, I am more comfortable selling it. Do we have enough? 10 per minute, 20 per minute, 20 per minute, 60 per minute. Yeah, I have enough flax throughput for this. 2 of these is enough for the throughput to make the rope. It's just the fertilizer is not enough. I don't have enough fertilizer going through. How are you guys doing? You guys are doing okay. Could do with more fertilizer. Is this thing maxed out? 15 per minute, 15 per minute, 6.7. No, so this is not fully maxed out. Just because the grinder is not grinderizing enough. I would need a 3rd grinder and a 3rd crucible cooking up that stuff. Okay, so that's a bit of an issue because I don't have this fully optimized. I have it repeatable. I can blueprint it, but it's not fully optimized to give me the full 15 per minute fertilizer. It's doing something like 13.5 per minute, give or take. So it's not awful. It just could be better. Now, we also do have these upgrades that we can eventually do for stuff like device production speed, 25%, additional conveyor belt speed, heat fuel values would be good just to use less wood during that process, more efficient fertilizer usage so that the amount of fertilizer I'm making is being put to better use. That would be nice. But these points are slow to come. I only have 6 points so far. And we're on level 4, it says, I think. What information do we have? So we have a tab. Tab for inventory. It's all those things. We have Q for building. We have I for inventory. We have X for bulk deletion. Z for research and upgrade tree. O for tutorial, and B for build. Okay. For some reason, I thought we had more info than that. Yeah, I can definitely see these needing to be automated sooner than later to make sure the fertilizer keeps going. Because if these aren't going to make fertilizer, then nothing else is going back there at least. Okay, we're at 44 bandages. It's not fast. Not in the least. But it's going. Here, let's get a couple more of these in here. Yeah, my slowest part right now is the lack of fertilizer. So we need more fertilizer, which means I need more numbers. It's hard for me to gauge how much fertilizer we're using per minute, just because I can't math right now. So let's see if I can math. So that's what I thought. So these are consuming 5 per minute of fertilizer. So each nursery needs 5 per minute of fertilizer, and this thing can produce 15 per minute max. So since it's only producing 13-ish per minute, it's definitely not optimized. So I would need to optimize my fertilizer production to be able to handle 3 of these devices. So for each 3 of these, I would need a setup like this. But it's actually 2 to 1, because one of these needs to go into here to produce enough sage to burn to keep the fertilizer production going. So for each fertilizer production unit, I'm only getting a net output of 2 nurseries worth of fertilizer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, cool. Now that is something where I suspect, this button. One of these might come in handy. Because if we designed it around this so that the fertilizer production is above, then we can start making more use of our vertical space. The only problem being that this doesn't conveniently fit around tables, so we would need to fit it this away. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Yeah, so you can build tables under them. Can't build them this way, but you can build them this way. So we would need to design something repeatable around this. And that's really tight too, so it wouldn't even fit around my extra wide tables that I've been using for transport and whatnot. But this is primarily for fertilizer, so around the actual build, it's fine. So if we designed an overhead fertilizer production, then we'd be able to kind of slap it over whatever other builds we need. Now this is an alternative to that because this is a too wide table because of how I built this, so that's to be considered. Okay. Okay. Numbers are happening. Math is hard. Indeed. Hello, Gila. You are in the way, kitty. You are in the way. Just how he likes it, being in the way. Alright. Now, throughout all of this, my shop has been static. Because I have not been producing anything remarkably new for my shop to sell. And that is a slight problem. I mean, we have ramped up enough nails and rope to get those selling at least. And if we look at the numbers, nails are worth 16 bucks a pop, rope is worth 36, so that's not great. I do need pulleys, so maybe we switch focus to pulleys. Because this is a lot of effort to go in to making stuff and things. Like this is my clay setup, which we just built. So it's a fairly robust setup. It's actually almost, I think it's fully maximized. I can't sell the output, so maybe it would be good to use to find something that we can sell the output for. But at the moment, it's maximized. And then this is fertilizer, and then another fertilizer, and then enhanced grow beds for feeding my potions, my rope, and my linen. Yeah. Okay. So let's attempt pulleys. Because pulleys are needed for the next carpenter request. Now this is a bit of a side quest because pulleys are not really directly related to anything, but I think they don't even need pulleys for the drawbridge conveyors. Interesting. It's just a miscellaneous good type. So I don't need it for anything other than crafting. But pulleys just require wood and rope, which is fine, because we have rope right here. So I really just need to get wood and rope. Working on a Firefox plugin. Neat. Me. I get it. When you're focused doing the work, the focus on streamy things is significantly less. I may or may not have done that with work all day. Or at least a good chunk of the day. Focusing on game dev instead. I mean, definitely 100% focused on work. I am frequently background noise. That's okay. Alright. So, rope output here. Which part are you sighing at, Blade? I can't fit another table there. Okay. Because, I mean, ultimately, my rope production is not fast, but it is my work focus commitment. I know. It's been rough lately. It's been rough focusing on work, and not just because of this, but in general. And I have some deadlines to meet. I do need to attempt to focus tomorrow. Let's see. Let's just move this guy over one. I have the pocket space for that, so. Okay, so blueprint, you cut, paste, table, box. Flags. Numbers and things. That is very true, Midnight. Hi, Midnight. Very true. Monday was exceptionally rough. Like, Monday I came back from vacation and I couldn't think. Like, there was no thinking involved. And then Tuesday hit and my brain's like, oh, hey, by the way, game dev. And then Wednesday rolled around and my brain's like, oh, game dev, but you probably should try focusing on work a little bit. So hopefully tomorrow I can transition a little bit more towards work. I knew it was going to be rough. Alright, so, rope. Let's kill that, kill this, to there. You can be green for rope. I'll take some of that for myself. And then we need wood. And we need an assembler to make pulleys. We need wood and we need rope. Now the problem that I'm seeing is that we're making less than 10 per minute for rope, and the requirement is 15 per minute. So we're not gonna get that. In fact, let's scooch this out more. Give me you, please. You are going to need you are going to need to go here. That will do for now. I need a box. And I think this box can actually be this one. Yeah? No. Yeah. No. No. Box. Yeah, okay. That can happen there. You can go here. You can go here. You can be green for my output of rope. And then you can be the rope that goes to here, where we will then have a box of this variety to collect the output, which is going to be pulleys. I need some wood for that. Three more wood here. Yeah, the amount of materials that I need to run back and forth to the shop is becoming excessive. So I definitely need to look into the universal input bus for all of the initial starting components. Primarily wood and stone, but iron could be in the mix as well. Thankfully, I don't need seeds. At least not for most of the things. I need a second one of these, just so that I can have a little bit more leeway. Ah, stop it. Okay. Doing good. I could use a couple stone top up. 3, 6, 8. And could probably use an iron top up. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that one's at 50%, so we're good there. Okay. So aside from the problem of not having even remotely enough fertilizer, we're doing good. The thing about not having enough fertilizer is that it's still better than it was previously. Because previously, if I weren't growing plants, the whole system would just stop. Now, at the very least, they're getting a trickle of fertilizer, and they can continue on without my input. I think the only thing that I could do to enhance this would be to continue to manually grow additional flax, so I can fill up these machines manually. So let's just do that. I'm already growing some sage manually, so let's just grow some flax manually. We'll slap some over here for now. And oops. Immediately fucked it up. How many do I want? 6 is good. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it'll do. It'll do. Alright, how's my stuff doing? Stuff's doing good. Could do with the top up of mortars. Top up on gears. Top up on all of the things. Alright, gravity. 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 I have excess linen and flax fiber that I don't need. Can I put that somewhere where it can go to good use? You. Perfect. You. Perfect. Nails. Okay, shop is topped. Nope, definitely gravity. Gravity grabs. Alright, how are we doing over here? We have 13. 13 is an okay number. Okay. 55. Hey, we got enough. We can do the sample request. Hooray. Ooh, and we already have a lot of pulleys. Almost enough. Deep-a-dee, deep-a-dee. You can go there. Perfect. You can go in my pocket. I need two more. One more pulley. And I can fulfill the quest. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Potions. Get sold. You. Get sampled. You. Get sampled. Sure. Okay. So now I can't actually sell the bandage because I don't have any more boxes. I don't have any more boxes for things. This is fine. I could switch out the mortar. That part's easy. You change to pulleys. Nope. Change to pulleys. Stop. And now I have too many mortars in my pocket. Here, you have some of your mortars back. Pulleys. Give me pulleys. That's not pulleys. Give me pulleys. There we go. Ooh, pulleys are going to be a tricky one. Pulleys are going to be not quite as bad as mortars at 6 per box. You mother... You just stole all my pulleys. I'm assuming 9 per box is the max, although it could stack too high. Do I have enough to even test that? No, I have exactly 9. Okay. Let's grab some more. Pulley. 9 it is. Alright. Okay. These things are all happening. Pulleys were shockingly easy, but the throughput is just atrocious because of my fertilizer situation. And I could stop selling rope and start selling more bandages. Hooray! You got it working! Congratulations. Okay, so let's take rope out. Nope, okay, here, let's change goods. Bandage, it's going to rope some more. Bandage. Bandage. Okay. Bandages for sale. Those will drastically increase my profit, especially now that we're getting them at least semi-regularly. Potions, bandages, linen. So linen, and then bandage. That'll be more. That'll be like 5 more bandages, or yeah, 5 more bandages. Dippity bop. Boop. Dippity bop. Boop. Okie dokie. Cool. Doing good. Let's see what's next on the to-do list. Pulleys was easier than I thought it was going to be. Next on the to-do list is probably building a kiln and making glass and bricks. And then a blender. We need a blender to blend things. So let's research the glass. And we need a kiln, which I'm assuming is a heat consumer. It is indeed. Okay, so let's just build one of those things. You, and then you. Great, I did it. I made a ding noise. Kiln, glass, sand. Sand to glass, okay? That's good. We can do that. That part's relatively easy. Okay. And then we need the blender. And then, in theory, the vitality potion is next. In theory. I have a feeling that's going to be stupidly difficult. But we'll get there. Conical flask. Small flask for liquids with a pipeline input. Switch between a conical flask and a round bottom flask. Okay. And then we need pipage. I need... let's just get money. Use some of my hard-earned money to research things. So we need pipage. Blender. Advanced blender that requires a recipe. Aw, it's adorable. Okay. There's no linen. Yeah, no shit. I didn't even know I could sell linen, honestly. Or at least I forgot I could sell linen. Because I definitely do not have the throughput of flax required to make linen. That's just not happening. That is just insane. Speaking of which... let's go research the extractor. Automated extraction device with 1 conveyor belt input and 1 pipeline output. Ah, okay. I think I'm getting it. Because we can pipeline fluids, or we can bottle fluids, and then send them on the conveyors, and then extract the fluids with the extractor. I think is how I'm reading that. Did I not count correctly? I did not count correctly. I think I bought 4 when I intended to buy 6. My brain said, that's good enough. Alright, let's research this vitality potion and then see what the requirements are to make it and what else we might need to get. Soap is an alternate option as well. See, one thing that I'm seeing of all of these recipes is... I'm not calling it a problem, but I'm calling it a missed opportunity. There we go. Let's go with missed opportunity, where there's a lot of non-alchemical products that we could be selling. Now, soap, arguably fairly alchemical, but things like being able to sell the pulleys and being able to sell the linen and the gears and stuff like that, where those are all small potatoes. They're cheap, quick, easy things that you can throw through your shop. I feel like there should be more opportunity for selling your byproducts. Not necessarily the cheap and easy stuff like the stone, but if you're producing a whole bunch of fertilizer, then maybe you could be selling charcoal as one of your byproducts because you're producing more charcoal than you need for your fertilizer output, or even fertilizer as a sell. But clearly they designed all of these, and this part is good. They designed almost all of these recipes to be very evenly spaced. 15 per minute each of the quicklime powder and the plant ash to make 15 per minute of the basic fertilizer. Everything evens out. There's no overage, there's no underage, there's no nothing. The only difference being the 6.7 per minute of the quicklime. That's the only example I've seen so far of really egregiously weird numbers. Most of the other numbers have been really good. Why? What? Which? Stone. You are supposed to be stone. No. You are not supposed to be stone. What? Why is this line here? What is this line for? This line is not supposed to be here. I'm just going to kill it. I think this was me copying the blueprint from the fertilizer and then not adjusting it for the needs for this thing. Alright, so this needs 30 per minute of ground charcoal. And each of these grinds at 15 per minute, so you need 2 of them to compensate for the 30-minute requirement. And these cook at 15 per minute. So all the numbers are all even. They've done that very well. You need 2 of these to feed 2 of these to feed 1 of these. Like it's all pretty even. But that does not leave much space for overage and then potential selling of your overage products. So I'm thinking, especially as we get to these blue conical flasks, like, can I sell the blue conical flasks? I don't know. We're going to have to research it to find out. But could I sell blue flasks full of red liquid? Or blue flasks full of yellow liquid? Or are those purely crafting components? Because I, so far, have yet to feel like an alchemist throughout this whole thing. The only thing that is currently making me feel like an alchemist is that I am occasionally able to put a couple healing potions on the damn shelves. Currently, I am not an alchemist. I am a carpenter. I am selling gears and nails, with maybe a little bit of stonework for the mortar and pestle. We're just now getting into the alchemical portion of the alchemy factory. What was I selling here again? Pulleys. Yes, that's right. Pulleys. It's all been factories so far. Now on to the alchemy. I mean, we're growing some plants, but we weren't even growing plants for alchemy for the most part. It's mostly been flax for fiber. The healing potion again is the only one that's really sold the alchemy part of the alchemy factory so far. Let's make that many. 15, 4, 20, 20. Selling some potions. My slight nod to alchemy at this point. All right, how you doing? You doing okay? Yeah, you doing okay. All right, alchemy. We're setting up a kiln to make some glass. So let's do that next. Yeah, okay. So let's do like right here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That'll do for now. And what I probably should do is I should set this up. And maybe the table? Have I been doing the table? Yeah, I've been doing the table at the line here. So those are lined up at the back. Yeah. I could probably cut you off. And then blueprint this as like a starter point. Yeah. Da, da, da. Yeah. Okay. So that'll be that, and then kiln. And then so we're just making glass. Like this isn't a crazy setup. We're just making glass. This is probably excessive as well, but it's okay. Actually, if I do this, yeah, okay, it doesn't actually work. Wasn't sure. This could probably actually go to the blueprint. because that's the heat setup. I think the only thing that would be different would be that kiln that I don't know if I can remove from the setup once we blueprint it. Let's see if we can do anything with blueprint editing. Can I cannot remove this item. Okay. Save as blueprint. Furnace and table will overwrite that. And then, do we have a... blueprints? Edit. No. We cannot. Okay. We cannot edit the actual contents of the blueprint. We can only edit the description. That's fair. It's fine. So if I really wanted to, I could kill the kiln off of that and then re-blueprint it. But whatever, it's fine. Okay, so you just need sand to make glass. 60 per minute of sand. And then where's my sand being produced currently? Sand being produced currently right here at 5 per minute. So this is the setup I need to make 60 per minute sand. So basically this setup, but into the furnace. And the furnace can only... Oh, no, it does cook 60 per minute. Okay. So this is what I want. All right. Table. And that covers the sand up to here, which should be perfect. Let's copy this and this and this and this. I don't really want to copy all of that, but I might need to, because that is a lot of freaking sand. Ooh, we're missing wood to make that. I need wood. Okay, sand. Yeah, a little bit of a problem. Let's put you over here. Okay, we're going over here. We're going over here. Then we need to edit a little bit so this can go away. I forgot I can do this a different way. That'll do for now. That can go away. Okay. So this whole thing is just to make enough sand to use this. And then this can go right here. Tack on the furnace at that. And then the sand can come over here. Okay. You sand to glass. Great. Now it's possible that we'll be able to fit the bottle making process right onto here. It's possible. This. Done. Good. Oh. Why are you not going? Because there's no fuel in the fire. Boop. And then we need 3 will do for now. I need money. It is remarkable how fast I am going through money. Alright, then we need buh. Alright, I'll take a look at that in a sec. Before I lose my brain thought process altogether. Okay. Glass. Glass is happening. Glass. We now have blue glass. Ooh, and I can sell the blue glass. Oh. Oh. Blue glass would be nice to sell. It's a decent price. And it crafts relatively quickly. Let's do that. How's my bandage supply coming? Bandage supply is doing good. How's my potion supply doing? Potion supply is okay. 10, 20. That's perfect. Sell some extras. Sell some bandages. So what I might do is I might switch these up. So reducing the amount of mortars for sale. And then we're going to switch to sell some blue glass just because I wanna. And just for funsies, we're going to throw the blue glass. Because nothing could possibly go wrong with that. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty. It's so pretty. Alright, what is this game? Ah, that one. That one actually is in line with a bunch of the desktop, like mini desktop games that Sparkle's been playing a lot lately, and I actually bought that one for her. It is very distracting theme wise. All right, glass is happening. We are glassing. Now, I have potentially mathed incorrectly. So 5 per minute, 4, 20 per minute, 20 per minute. Maybe I didn't math incorrectly. Maybe it just is overloaded and it's going to remain overloaded because numbers. Because we're currently producing 20, 40, 60 sand per minute. 60 sand per minute. So this is the full kiln setup. So let's blueprint this because I'm probably going to need it. Confirm. Save as blueprint. Okay. Hey, Keela. Keela, why are you so salty? What's up with you? He was having a grand time. He was laying there. He was licking my hand. He was purring. He was being a good kitty. And then Gizmo came up and tried to just reach an arm out so he could be part of the process. And Gila yelled at him and walked away. Oh, silly kitties. Ah, the flax is growing faster than I can use it. This is good. This is good. Alright, so we are producing numbers of things. Numbers of things. You are doing okay. You are bandages. My bandages are producing faster than they are selling. That's remarkable. That has never happened before. That's amazing. And let's grab some more pulleys and potions. Potions can't seem to stay on the shelves. Those I cannot produce fast enough. We need more mortars. I need you. Thank you. Great. Okay. These people are buying in quantities that is faster than the catapult can launch. So I might need to upgrade my catapult. Good, good. And my money box has been teetering on near full most of the night. Every time I need more cash, I end up emptying out a little bit, but it's almost full. And then it's going to start using the second box, which is remarkable. Okay. We are making blue glass. Let us continue with the process. Blue glass. Blender. We have learned the Vitality Potion, so we need to research on how to make said Vitality Potion. Now, we unlocked the red currants ages ago, because that unlocked as soon as we got up here, and then I haven't needed it because it is needed down here. So now I'm assuming red currant is part of the recipe. We have liquids. We have linseed oil, fruit wine, and lime water. Okay. And these are done at the extractor. I see. See, I was mistaken. I thought the extractor would be the method to empty the bottles. Okay, so we need quick lime powder. Easy. We just need to cook stone and grind the cooked stone. So that part's easy. And then the fruit wine is just red currants extracted. Which means we need to grow red currants and then extract them. I think we can do that. So let's do that. And that, hold up. One of these buttons I'll push is correct. Grow red currants. Extract red currants into fruit wine. So that's why we needed the blue glass, because you need the blue glass to make the extractor. And then the whole quicklime process is not difficult. So all of the effort to train up all of this crap was for the explicit purpose of making glass, so that we could then make the extractor to get the liquids needed. What do we need the blender for anything yet? I don't think we need the blender for anything yet. It might be... soap needs the blender. Conical flask we have the research for. Where is it? Storage for liquids. That's how it do. I see. Of course we need blender. That's where all your assets come from. Yes. That is accurate. So this is my box for liquids. For some reason, I was seeing it as like Minecraft mods, the bottling process. Bottle liquids or put them in other containers specifically for the purpose of letting liquids be in a container so they can go on the regular conveyor belt system. That is incorrect. It's a box. It's a box for liquids. Alright, blender. I don't think I have anything that needs a blender yet. I think I just researched the soap. Soap powder. Soap blender. Okay. Blender, plant ash, and linseed oil. Linseed oil is something I didn't do. So, linseed... Oh, for fuck's sake, it's more flax. Of course it's more flax. Why wouldn't it be more flax? Alright. So, I'm going to leave the blue glass set up here. And we're just going to... We're going to make another setup for the potions. Again. No. Okay. We're going to make another setup for potions. Potions. Flax is definitely an iron in this game. It is a pain in the ass. Alright, so our final output for the potion is done in that blender. Okay, so that's the piece that's missing. So we need the blender. Has one conveyor belt input and one pipeline input. So let's do the blender. And that can be, I don't know, let's go here. Let's go here. That didn't work because I didn't have the materials and I didn't realize it. Alright, glass, gimme. Okay, blender. Here. Blender. Box for potions. Box can even be green, being optimistic about this. Alright, so into here, we need the quicklime powder. I see. I see. I need this type of setup. So this is probably not going to go here. I instead need furnace and table. Maybe as a starting point. I need this setup, really, the quicklime setup. And that should be all of it. Do I want to save this? I don't really want to save this because this is the whole fertilizer production. I just need parts of it. Oof. I need you to snap into place. There we go. Alright, we remove the bits that we don't need because I placed it wrong. Okay, hang on. Fuck it. Delete. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Start over. Alright, blueprints. Did I keep the fertilizer production? Did. Okay, now we can get rid of the stuff I don't need. You can go. I might need you. Don't need you. So stone to lime crushed. I might change this up to a 3 just to finish it off so we have the most of the output possible. Okay. Okay. Let's go get the bits that we need to fill it up. Currency. Always with the currency. Hey, that box filled up nicely. Alright, how you guys doing? Oh, you're doing good. Perfect. Okay, this is fine. I need to grab the sage. starting to dislike JavaScript. Why? Nothing overly wrong with it. In fact, as I'm learning C#, I'm realizing how damn near identical it is to JavaScript. Oh yeah, the missing semicolon. Yep, that's important. It's funny because I didn't learn JavaScript with the semicolon. Because I learned my JavaScript through the Bitburner, which uses NodeScript or Node.js. I don't remember what they call it, but it's a modified version for the game, and they did away with the need for the semicolons. So I learned it without the semicolons. So relearning it with the semicolons is tricky. Maybe Blade. Maybe I did. Okay, you make a solid point. Hang on. Let's do... Yeah, that's fine. Take you. That's fine. Take you. Yeah, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. It was an old setup where the linen was my final point, and then I just slapped this part on here to do some manual production of the bandages, because I still need to manually move the healing potions over from there. So this is really just a standalone manual setup on the same table where half of the materials were coming from. So yes, fair point. I can at least cut off half of the manual process. But I still need to get my my healing potions from over here. Okay, so we have ground up quicklime powder. Step 1. Step 2, fruit wine. So let's grab some more of these, and we'll use this portion here to grow as many as we can. I don't have enough stone. Stone. Give. Let's start growing those, because those are a slow grow. Don't honestly know how much of which I need. Oh, for some reason my mind said this needs linseed. It does not need linseed. It just needs red currant. Fuck. Money, more money. I need a currency exchange unit. I am getting most of my payment in copper, and it is egregiously weighty, I guess is the bigger problem. Alright, red currant, red currant, red currant, red currant, red currant, and a red currant. Okay, those are going to grow. And then we need the extractor. Hang on, stop. We need the extractor. Extracto do. Here we go. Oh, it's adorable. Alright, do we have a spot that tells me how much or how quickly it will extract? 10 every 6 seconds. So that's 60 a minute. It might... Hold up. Can I math that correctly? I don't think I'm mathing that correctly. It's fine. Math is hard. 6 seconds to extract 10. Numbers, whatever. Blender, quicklime blender, quicklime blender. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even finish connecting this. You can come this way. You can do that. And then we need the blender. So we'll do that for blender, and then you can have the output box. And then we need the extractor, which is going to go here. Let's assume we need at least 2. And this will be my first time building pipes. Pipe. Aw, they're adorable. Oh. Pipes are interesting to work with. Pipe. Pipe. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Pipes are being weird. Oh, even more weird. So this I would probably consider a bug. When I middle click to grab a pipe, it does some weird shit. And it does not do the pipe building process correctly. All right, what other forms do we have? Okay. Switch forms. It's definitely tricky to build with the pipes. Because like if I hit switch forms, it doesn't do anything. If I build and then hit switch forms, it lets me do it, but then doesn't actually build it when I want to. There we go. Okay. Took a little bit of rejiggering, but we got it. And then we need a box to input. I wish I knew like the amount per minute everything did, because I could just as easily just slap this here and be done. Input box done. But if I need more, then I need to change up my input box method, because that's not going to cut it. Although, if I really needed to, I could double input box and double melty grindy do. God, yeah, the pipes do not like the middle click selection. Oh, they don't really like replacing either. Little bit funky. Here, let's just assume this is the the method we're going to need to work with. I really like those extractors, though. They're really neat. Very nice model. Alright, my blue glass has run out of fuel, so I should go get some of that. Most of my stuff has probably run out of fuel. I'm probably going to be running back and forth collecting logs for quite some time. Refueling and rebuilding and reburning. So we'll need to figure out that solution at some point. 5 minutes left in the damn red currents. Oof. There you go. Okay. So, right now we're just waiting for red currant to grow so that we can pipe in red currant wine, which sounds wonderful, by the way, and then make our new potion out of it. Exciting. We're almost there. I wonder if I should slap a flask on here, or 3, or whatever, as an overage collection. But I have a feeling I'm not going to have much in the way of overage. But let's slap it right there. Just for funsies, just to have it. There. Just for fun. Alright, and then... and then we wait. So let's fill up all my other crap while we wait. We need wood, 3 wood, 6, 7, 9. 9 wood. I need money for all that. You can go away. You can go away. Blue glass. Which one of you was my blue glass? Hell if I remember. You're going in. We don't have any of these up for sale. That's the wrong one. Alright, bandages. Potions. Potions and bandages. Bandages. Potions. Bandages. Okay, that's happening. Nails. Sure. Take some of those for sale. You can go... Actually, I don't think I have anywhere that I could sell nails at the moment, unless I go here. Sure. Why not? I put the blue glass over there. That's why I got all sorts of out of whack. I have linen in my pocket. I totally forgot about that. Linen in my pocket. There we go. And then we need stone. 3, 6, 7, 9, 10. Lots of stone. Need lots of stone. I didn't grab the wood I needed, did I? I did not. Okay. I need more stone. I need so much more stone. I need 3, 7, 8, 9. 9 more stone. Ah. Keep getting jump scared by the freaking day notice. Red currants. Yeah. Yeah. We got red juices flowing. Alright, you. Alright, 6-second process. So we're doing 100 per minute per jar. Well, it's probably excessive. Recipe not yet. Okay, that's fine. You. We're using 600 per minute. Oh. I need more of these. I mean, if I'm to maximize, I would need more of these. So the fact that I did 4, pretty good. Could be better, but it's okay for now. But at least we are now producing vitality potions. Hooray! I'm gonna sell my first 3 just because I can. Done. We absolutely need a significant amount of throughput adjustment because the fertilizer situation. Fertilizer is just dead to the world. Oh, right. Wood. Right, the wood situation that I totally forgot about. Yeah. Boop, bip, yeah. I don't know, like that many. Yeah, that we need to do the portal. The portal is now critical path because I no longer have the strength of knee to run around back and forth repeatedly to fill up all of my wood and stone setups. Like my knees can only take so much. But unfortunately, that's going to require kind of redesigning most of this. I could probably get away with it with some catapulting, but I don't think I'd be able to get away with enough of it with catapulting. So that's going to be... Ooh, that's going to bring some brain power. That's going to be some brain power, because I'm going to need to redesign all of these, and probably redesign them to not be dependent upon table space. Because most of these were designed around how much can I fit on a single table space. Sometimes 2 table spaces. But that has required me to do some funky flow, do some funky angles, get some weird shapes going on, and that is not conducive to either uniform input or uniform output. So I'm gonna need to rethink on that. But for now, I'm gonna call it here. We did finally manage to produce our first handful of potions. We need 100 of them to be able to do the main quest, so that's going to take a bit of time. And I'm going to need to replant some red currants. Hang on, let's go do that. But the red currant is going to be a problem, I think. It's from a growth time standpoint, and I do not have the wherewithal to get the fertilizer fully fixed. So even though I designed the fertilizer this time, probably going to need to redesign the fertilizer again to handle the automated inputs. And then better pathing and better output system. It's going to be some effort. Going to be some effort that I can't do tonight because it's late. But we did accomplish many things. We got the blue glass going. We got the extractor and blender going. We actually did the first usage of the crucible tonight as well. And the kiln, which is for the blue glass. We managed to do some more vertical building and get some more maximized throughput for some of the higher volume materials. We did all of the fertilizer automation and the nurseries to automatically grow all of our crops. Yeah, it was a very productive night. My brain kind of hurts, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying this game. I'm not sure how much more brain power I have to continue this game, but I'm gonna keep trying until my brain explodes. So if my brain explodes at some point, it'll be because of this game. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Don't even know what day it is anymore. What day is it? Oh, what day is it? It is soon to be Thursday. Or it's Thursday, but it's soon to be Thursday after I wake up. Thursday, I think we're back to road crafting. So that'll be nice. It'll be nice to get back to road crafting and not have to use my brain. Blade, iSucks, midnight. Not sure who else may be lurking out there. I appreciate y'all being there. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.